Hello, everybody. We're trying this again. Hopefully, my internet is going to behave. Cox. Cox Internet, you're bad. So, it is April. Oh my gosh. April 17th, 2019. I'm Michele Amburgey, and I am here for our weekly Facebook Lives. Super, super fun today because actually this week I've been spending a lot of time in contemplation, meditation, prayer, and I've had Jesus coming through and Mother Mary coming through, Mary Magdalene coming through, and they want to channel through for you guys tonight. So we are going to ask questions, but they're going to be doing the answering and probably give some other information too, I'm sure. I know that they wanted to speak about Notre Dame and what was going there. One aspect, one view. There's so many multiple layers of what that's all about. It's like people are still reeling from it. But oh, happy birthday, Dana. For your son. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. So today we're doing readings. We also are inviting in the angels. So very quickly, we just want to start with a prayer. We say, beloved, hi, Judan, you made it. And Jenna's watching. So we just want to start with beloved beings of love and light, angels, archangels, and all of the angelic realms of love and light. Holy ones, be with us. And I call upon the higher self of everybody watching this, anybody who watches it later. And I just ask that higher self, that I am, to begin to flow down through and around each and every person, just protecting us from lower energies and allowing us to open our hearts and our minds to receive these messages. Beloved ones, we welcome in all of the angelic realms of light, and we welcome in the great ascended masters, and we welcome in Mother God, Father God, universal mind, source, the all that is, whatever you call that eternal loving presence that runs in, through, and as all things. We just ask, Holy Ones, be with us. I ask for a beautiful crystalline archangelic Merkabah to be put around this reading in our time together tonight, and ask Archangel Metatron to hold the heavenly points, and Archangel Sandalphon to hold the earthly points. And we call upon Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Uriel to join with Metatron to hold the star tetrahedron and the divine masculine energies. And we call upon Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Haniel, and Archangel Shamuel to join with Sandalphon and to hold the earth tetrahedron and the divine feminine energies. And I ask that this group Merkabah now be set at its perfect right spin. Again, further lifting our vibration, lifting our minds, lifting our hearts, so that we might receive any blessings, healings, messages, whatever it is we're here to receive. Beloved ones, know that this is not done in any time and space other than the eternal now. So any messages that you get that maybe you're not listening in live time, they're for you. Any messages you feel resonate with you are for you, because this is a multiple dimensional thing. And so, Holy Ones, we just thank you so much, knowing that all that we're here for, we are here to receive, and we're open and ready to receive. So, Sacred Ones, we just thank you. Amen. Amen and amen. So, a lot of you guys know that I've kind of been in some major prayer meditation this week. And I've had some really interesting experiences. Just feeling deeply close to the Jesus experience and Mother Mary and all that. And I'll let you know that, I wasn't raised Catholic. I wasn't really even raised Christian. I was raised Mormon. So I wasn't raised around all this. And even though the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints doesn't really teach a lot about Jesus Christ, it teaches more about their stuff. But they've got a lot of really good stuff in that religion. But and so I've always kind of been like, yeah, Mother Mary, whatever, Mary Magdalene, whatever. Jesus, I've always loved, though. I've always had a deep and abiding love of Jesus. And so when when I started my spiritual path, I started like learning about this Mother Mary and this Mary Magdalene, not as religious figures in a religious text, but as beings and as energies and consciousnesses that was communicating with me. So when they come through, oftentimes they do speak in the language that a lot of us are familiar with the Bible, but sometimes they just speak regular. So just receive what they have to say. I do want to tell you that Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene are both coming in very close together. I feel like their relationship with each other was very, very close and very, very deep. And so it's beautiful. So it's almost like we have Jesus with the Marys kind of flanking him. And that's just a visual that I'm being given right now. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's have you guys ask your questions. I'm going to show you, I'm using some different kind of cards tonight. We had to use these. They're Doreen Virtue. And you know what? I love how she loves Jesus. And if she needs to experience that through the Christian church, then God bless her, right? More power to you, Doreen. You go get them. But these cards are so lovely, so I thought it'd be fun to have these. We are going to be using the Angels of Atlantis, so we're going to be bringing in the angelic languages again. And then we're also we're all going Doreen Virtue today. We're using some of the Goddess Guidance cards too. Okay, I really feel like part of the whole Notre Dame thing was the burning down of the old guard, of the patriarchal energy that had built up within the entire Catholic religion, Christian religion, humanity, our entire planet. And I feel like it was, the way it was put to me, it's a burning of the old guard so the divine feminine can begin to rise again. So that's pretty intense. I mean, that's pretty important. So I think I wrote something somewhere on Facebook about that too. So I just want everybody to just take a nice deep breath, and I'll go ahead. You guys can go ahead and put your questions in the boxes. And I'm not sure how this is going to work. I don't know who's going to answer. I'm not sure. I was told to get the oracle cards out, but not really to do cards with reading. So I feel like what you guys are going to get is actually really a direct channeling from them. So I'm just scrolling back. Hello, Jules. Donna West. Very cool. Okay, Dana. Yeah, we're not doing that. Something, Dana, that I want to put to you. Nobody knows the future. I can't tell the future. I'm not a fake psychic. I'm actually a true psychic. I bring through messages from the eternal now. And so fortune telling, it's not a thing. Blessed Holy Week to all. Jenna, thank you, honey, for reminding me. Ariel's here. Anissa's running. Linda Morrison, yay! Hi, Linda. Heather, Magda. Okay. So Karen is the first question here. Are Debbie and I going to partner up and do something to help the animals? If yes, what will it be and when? Well, Karen, that depends on what you want to do. That's one of the things, again, when people come to psychics, they think we know everything. We don't know shit. We don't know anything. What we do, and a real psychic, I'm not talking about the fakey ones that tell you what you want to hear. I'm talking about a real true psychic, knows that they don't know the future, knows that they cannot tell you, what the future holds, because you're the creator. You are the ones creating it. Every step you take, every thought you have, every move you make, right? You are creating. So when people ask me questions about, Karen, what you asked there, I can't answer that. If you want to sit down with like a session and we go over what you're working on and stuff, I can give you timelines. But out of the blue like that, it's too big of a question to get. And this is probably the answer that you're needing to hear, Karen, is you create your future. What do you want? And then take the steps to create that. I know. It's super easy. Um, oh, you guys are going so fast. Oop, I can't scroll down. Okay, so we have, oh, Laura Miller. All right, so we're going to start with Linda Morrison. What did Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene have to tell me now about my true work in this world? Actually, Mother Mary is coming through, honey, and she's saying, your true work is something that will always come from your heart. You have power, you have strength, you have wisdom. You come down through the ages, and you come down through many portals of wisdom. And they're talking about star systems, Arcturians, Pleiadians, angels. I don't know, something that's out in space. I don't know what that is. And you come with a lot of wisdom. And so Mother Mary is saying, as long as you're coming from your heart, you will never go wrong. And you will know you're coming from your heart, Linda, because you're happy. Okay? And that's what she wants to tell you about the work that you're doing. You are on target as long as you're feeling joy. When you stop feeling joy, when it becomes what do they call it, drudgery, you're off track. So take a breath, take a step back, and regroup. But as long as you're in joy, you're doing right. All right. Okay, Christine Schultz. And yes, you do. Christine Schultz. Okay, so we have two messages for you. One is from Kuan Yin. Okay? And it's release judgments about yourself. She's saying, Kuan Yin, it's Kuan Yin and Mother Mary that are coming through together. You hold yourself to such standards. And they're saying, be gentle with yourself. Be gentle. And be loving. And that is the main message that they want you to hear. And they're also saying that things don't have to be as hard as they are. Things don't, and that's not just you. This is kind of for everybody, Christine. Thank you for asking that, because these messages are for everybody. And the card from Jesus is saying, all things whatsoever you shall ask in prayer, and in believing you shall receive. Okay? So I think this card came up before for somebody. And what this is that law of attraction thing, right? It's like you can have anything you want. You can create anything you want. It's about asking for it, focusing on it, being clear about it, being in your heart and letting that joy be a part of the experience, and trusting in that. And make adjustments as you go along if you have to. But that's what this law of attraction thing has been trying to tell us, and it's what Jesus told us 2,000 years ago, and masters even before him. So really, Christine, it's about be easy on yourself, be gentle on yourself, go out and do what makes you happy. And it's cool because Mother Mary's putting in my mind you doing dancing and your folk dancing and all that kind of stuff. You love that. You just totally light up when you do that stuff. And they're saying, do that. Do that. You bless so many people. That's how you and I got to be close. As you were doing the folk dancing, I was like, yay! So yeah, they're saying spread that love. Spread that love. Okay, we'll go Judan, because for some reason I can't scroll up now. I'm sorry. So if you put a question in, put it in below. Judan had an unpleasant encounter with a new neighbor today. Oh, great. Well, I'll come over with the flamethrower. Oop, no, that wasn't nice. That was not Jesus answering that. When I'm getting really strong, and this is actually from Mary Magdalene, Judan, she's saying, stand your ground. Do it lovingly and kindly. You don't need to be aggressive with this guy, even though I feel like this guy was aggressive. She's saying, hold your ground. Don't let him push you around. She's saying he kind of pushes everybody around, and he's coming at you really hard to make sure you know who's boss in the neighborhood. Also, Another thing too is it's really important to get your sacred spaces set up. This isn't just for him, but get your altar set up. This is not just for him, it's just for your well-being. You will plant your space in. And she's saying ultimately he kind of won't even be able to find you on his radar once you get your energy set. So I hope that helps. And if I can help with anything, let me know too. Also, she's saying your house needs to be saged. And it's more just disruption of everything. Dana's asking, is changing my career like I've been thinking a good idea? Archangel Michael is coming through with that one, honey, and he's saying you haven't been totally clear in your thinking as part of the problem. He's saying don't be afraid. He's saying don't be afraid. Do what you want to do, not what you think you have to compromise on. He's saying do what you want to do. And then Mother Mary is coming through. And Mary Magdalene is the card. And it says, love yourself, others, in every situation, no matter what the outward appearances might be. Okay. Another thing about Mary Magdalene that a lot of people don't realize is she was tough. You know, she was tough. She had to put up with all those men. And after Jesus, was crucified, she had to be strong to do the things that she did. She didn't put up with a lot of crap. So Dana, they're saying, get really clear on what you want to do. And it's not about, I want to be, a firefighter. It's not necessarily about what you want to do. It's about how it makes you feel. And that way, no matter what you do, your heart and soul will be fulfilled, right? So focus more on how you want to feel in this job. And it's what the career that you're looking at is fine. Focus on how you want to feel so you find the right place and the right people to do that career with. I hope that makes sense. I'm a little altered because I've been in prayer and meditation for like days. I couldn't even wake up this morning. I was outside of my body looking at my alarm clock going off, going, I can't turn my alarm off because I can't wake up. Linda Corrales, woohoo! Ariel Earl. Yeah, that was a good question from Linda. Dana, how do I book a private session? Oh, thank you. MicheleAmburgey.com. MicheleAmburgey. I also had a link, but I might not have it on here. You can find it on my main Facebook page. There's a link to it. On the Soulful Living thing, if you go over to the About part where it talks about what we're about, there's links in there. And then use the Soulful Living 25 discount code and get 25% off. So you can get like a whole hour reading for like $135, $132. So do that. You'll get a ton of information and it's super fun. So that'd be awesome, Dana. And I hope I can help you. I know in a long session like that, we can take a look at what is needing to be done and adjustments that need to be made. So Archangel Michael is saying he's been trying to get you to do a private session, and you could do 30-minute too, and you still get that 25% off. So Isabella is watching. Valerie Howard, you guys, I want to let you guys know, Valerie's going to be doing a Facebook Live on this Facebook, Soulful Living Tribe, tomorrow night, Thursday night at 7. And she's going to talk about entrepreneurship, how to soulful selling is what she's calling it. Like how to have a business and be in that soulful space and how to get clients and everything. And she's amazing because she's really blessed my life. I was actually kind of ready to just say, forget it. I'm so frustrated. And she really put me on track and got me going again. So Valerie Howard, tomorrow at 7 p.m. in Soulful Living Tribe. Okay, and you guys can check it out, and we'll make sure it's on there for those that can't do it. I know we're getting close to Easter and stuff too. So Karen, hello Karen. Ariel, hello. Okay, so Ariel is saying, hello, my beautiful soul sister. Mwah. As my spiritual awakening is unfolding and my major healing coming to a close, what messages to the Marys? Oh. Okay. I was instructed by Archangel Michael to pull one card when people ask these questions. Okay. Yeah, this is one of my goddesses I work with. It's the goddess Ishel, medicine woman. And she's saying, you are a channel for divine healing powers. Go do it. In whatever way you want to do it. And then Jesus' messages is, let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Okay. So those are the messages they have for you today, Ariel. I hope that helps. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing good. Cool. Susan, blah, 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 blah. Farrier's here. Timo. Mwah. Candy eaten. Right on. Oh, thank you, Ariel, for putting my website up there. Magda. Ooh. Magda's saying, I just found out my brother-in-law had cancer return and metastasized in 4 places. I'm afraid this is bad. Can you send a prayer and channel a message? Is there hope for him? That's a deep one, Magda. I'm going to give you, because I can't go really deep into it, because there's so much going on, so many people here. I'm going to bring in just the cards like that. What I'm feeling is Jesus just putting his hand on my heart and saying his journey is a sacred one. And then from the goddess deck, you're getting Kuan Yin. So I know you're familiar with Kuan Yin. And she says, release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. And that's how Jesus healed. You know, he didn't look at people and say, oh, you're sick, let me fix you. He saw perfection in everything. And when someone was sick or someone brought someone sick to them, he didn't look at their illness. He saw them as whole and perfect. And that's why he could reach out and touch and heal people like he did. He did not see sickness because sickness is our own creation, right? Illness is, we create the illness. And I know that's like, whoa, stuff. But it's our own pain and the things we won't let go of and unforgiveness. And, you know, some of it's, you know, intergenerational. There's a lot going on behind that. But, you know, when we see only health, especially for those that are struggling, especially for those that are ill, instead of sending them worry energy and, oh my God, they're going to die and all that kind of stuff. Instead, if we pull all that back and we send them love and perfection, and if we let ourselves see them as God sees them, as perfected people, that's where healing happens. And this message right here is for many, many, many people who are listening now, who will be listening later. This is true healing. There's a lot of you that call yourself healers. There are a lot of you that are healers, of course. But the true healing is not seeing the illness at all. True healing is seeing only the wholeness, only the health, only the God perfection. And as we as healers begin to work towards that truth, we will start having miracles on this planet. And so Magda, hold that for your brother-in-law. His journey is his journey. If his journey is to work through the cancer and maybe even leave the planet because of that, that's his journey. See that as perfect too. Honor him for that. Honor him, because every life he touches, everything that he does is a blessing in some way or another. And it's important to allow him this. You know, we always want everything. Nobody dies and nobody gets sick and everything's perfect. Well, that's not life. That's not what we do here on this planet Earth. What we do here is we come to struggle. We come to have pain. We come to suffer until we decide we're not going to suffer anymore. We're going to start operating from that inner place that is the God design, that is spirit, that is soul, that is what Jesus came to show us. And so, Magda, I just send you blessings. I will hold your brother-in-law in that light as well. You guys will hear a lot of times when people ask me to do prayers for people, is I hold them up into God's heart, into the truth, that they're perfect. So I will definitely do that. Do that, Magda. Hold him up and honor his journey. Honor every breath he takes. Honor everything that you do with him. It's sacred. It's sacred. And it's so important that we start living that way again, too. Valerie Howard. Hi, I have so many changes happening right now. Just moved. Got a new roommate. Whew. Okay. I am not going to give you that card. That card I'll give you later. Yeah. You are also getting this card of sacred space, honey. So Valerie, what you got going on right now is a good place for you. It feels like it's a lot more kind of centered and grounded for you. This Mark guy is a nice guy. He's not going to be. I see you guys even becoming friends with this. And Mother Mary wants you to create a sacred space, like an altar. For you, she's showing a picture of your mom, and having that sacred space to pray at every day. And Mother Mary's going, I know it's old school, but it works. So that always cracks me up when these great beings speak like that through me. But this Mark guy's a good guy. Yeah, you got a good one there. Jules Dionisio. I'm healing my inner child via meditation, practicing readings through a course I'm taking. But I have some blocks. How can I open up to my higher self and allow the messages to come through with confidence? Yeah, trust what you're getting. Stop thinking about it. This is what I do. I've been teaching people spiritual development and psychic development for almost 20 years. And the thing that blocks people the most, and this is coming from me, I don't even need them guys for this, is the doubt. Everybody, they hear an answer, or they get an answer, or they get an answer in their heart, and then they're like, oh, it can't possibly be that. The second you start thinking about it is the second you miss it. The reason I am such a good channel and such a good psychic is I don't think about what's coming out of my mouth. And I know we're told that's not good. And in everyday life, it isn't good. But when you're doing psychic work, you have to learn to trust implicitly. You have to learn to trust what you're getting. You have to learn to trust the guidance that's coming through and trust yourself and not think for a second about what's coming out of your mouth. And it takes a while. It takes practice. But once you hit your stride, it's like it just keeps on going. It's crazy. It's crazy. I find it just bizarre to me because I have people contact me. They're like, do you remember when you said blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, I don't. Because I'm not thinking about what I'm saying. I'm allowing spirit to come through me. And even like right now, even though I'm saying like this is from me, it's still coming through from my higher self and spirit that helps me be in this space to do this kind of work. So really, Jules, let it rip. Stop thinking about it. Stop thinking about it. Just let it come out. I know. Scary. Yes. That card. So Dana. Good. Hi, Susan. I'm calling you Susan. Farrier. Because you've got such an awesome name. I love it. Alrighty, Valerie Howard. Oh, cool. Lorinda. Oh, look, we got Valerie Howard and Lorinda Howard. Related. Stacy Buddha. Hello. Susan. Ooh, interesting. You're getting the card of past life, and you're also getting the card of Guinevere, with the goddess stuff, yeah, there's definitely a romance here. So, yeah, Mother Mary is saying, hold your heart. Don't get ahead of yourself. She's showing like you're running and like almost ready to fall on your face. You know when you run, but your feet aren't keeping up with you, and then we fall. She's saying, don't do that. She's saying, stay centered, let it happen. Don't put the cart before the horse. Okay? She's saying there's potential here for that, yes. But stay centered. Stay centered. So Magda, good. I hope that helped. Jenna, I'm looking to get a roommate, but nervous. How do I find the right fit? Mary Magdalene's coming through. And she's saying, you're going to find the right fit. She's saying, look at this as an adventure and not as a duty. Look at it as, oh my gosh, I get to meet all these wonderful new people. And she's saying, make sure that you know what you want too. She's saying the right fit is going to come from you setting the standards, not letting someone else come in and maybe fit. She's saying you create the structure, and then when the right person fits that structure, then you're good. Yeah, she's showing me like, it's interesting. She's showing me like, all the scaffolding that we saw in Notre Dame, all that scaffolding that was around there. She's like, have the scaffolding up, the structure, and then what fits in there will be the right fit. So I'm not really sure. I mean, I know what she means by that, but it's kind of a strange thing, but that's for you, not for me. So I hope that helps, Jenna. Ooh. Yep. Valerie, so cool. Yes, Jenna Marie, my niece, who I love, love, love. Yep, the angels want to give you an answer for that, Jen. Ooh. Yeah. So what they're coming through is they're saying, just make sure that you plan all of your steps. Archangel Michael is coming through. He's got protection. It's not like protect yourself, but it's plan the different steps. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Also, he's saying that he's watching over you and he's protecting you too. And then the next one is Champion. It's Archangel Haniel. And it's the card of the champion. And he's saying right now you need to be your own champion. Make sure you do what you need to do for you. And of course the kids, right? But you don't have to do anything else. It's not your job to take care of anybody else. Everybody else needs to get their own shit together. And then the next one is Archangel Raziel with the card of humility, which is just be humble, which you naturally are anyways, honey. But I feel also that's kind of like go about doing this in a sacred manner too. You got here because you're doing prayer and meditation. Don't lose that as you move forward into this next phase. Make sure you continue with your prayers and your meditations and just being conscious of the spiritual nature of everything around you. And also Mother Mary saying she loves the essential oils that you're doing, and she'd like to work more with you on that when you're ready. That's kind of cool. Stacy Buddha, what aspects of my life is the best? Mother Mary is saying all of them. She's showing me her on bended knee in front of you, Stacy. And she's holding your hands and she's saying, I am your mother. Come to me with everything. She's saying, I will hear you. And she's showing her heart. I will hear you and I will help you. Yeah. That's cool. Catherine Houseman. Sorry. Catherine Houseman. Any suggestion on what I can do to bring some joy and vibrancy into my life? Well, Catherine, I have to ask you, are you prayer and meditation? Most of the time when people come to me feeling fatigued and stuck and they're not really doing prayer and meditation. And Catherine, Mother Mary is coming through and she's saying, let go. She's saying, part of what you got going on is you've been trying so hard. Basically, you've been treading water. And she's saying, stop treading water and spread out and just float. Let it go. Stop trying so hard. And she's saying when you do that, the directions, the knowing will come to you. And she's saying your message from her is let go. Yeah, so I hope that helps, Catherine. Violene, very cool. Awesome. Oh, Erlinda. Yeah, thank you for being here. Very cool. Oh, Jules. Jules, you're so sweet. Thank you. I love to laugh, so it's nice that some people like it. I had my, I was doing my demo, my voiceover demo for my animation. And when I did it through a process called Source Connect. And what it is you're online with the people. It's a guided recording. And so a lot of it, I was just cracking up because I'm doing, voices and making up characters and all this stuff. And the guy told my coach that he could have listened to me laugh all day long. So I thought it was cool. So I appreciate that. Can you imagine how cool it would be to have a job where you just laugh all day long? Oh my God, I'd be in heaven. Well, Holly, thank you. Mothers, New Jersey. Okay, so many changes here as well to be made, but I feel blocked. Should I make that move? Okay, so Violene, I'm feeling like Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene are coming through together. Almost like they're like merging in and then standing like almost like this here with you. And they're saying your soul is pulling you to make a move, but you're in physical, you're not ready yet. And they're saying, don't think that your destination is going to solve all your problems. She's saying, Mother Mary is saying, you have a good heart and a strong soul. Stop and relax a little bit. And give yourself permission to catch up to yourself. And then again, like the last message, kind of let go and let spirit inform you as to what the next step is. Spirit meaning Mother Mary goes, me, Mary Magdalene, me, Jesus, angels, higher self, which is ultimately where this all comes from anyways. It's almost like catch up to yourself and just relax for a minute and kind of open up and let spirit show you what needs to be done. It's going to be a lot easier than if you keep trying to push forward. So a lot of letting go messages right now, guys. It's interesting. I know so often we're so trained to go, do, accomplish, get this done, got to get there, got to have that, got to. And really, ultimately, that's not what serves us. And Jesus is even saying that that's what leads to illness and discontent, is we're so conditioned to just go. And he's even making me feel in my body, like how our body is always like clenched down and our chakras are like, in that constant going. And he's saying our organs get like that. Our heart gets like that. And he's saying, and then we can't function in the world because we're supposed to be flowing. We're supposed to be bringing energy in the chakras, sending it out of the chakras. The organs are supposed to flow. And he's saying humanity needs to get back to trusting God. And he's saying Not the God that's on a cloud somewhere with a lightning bolt waiting to strike you when you go wrong, but love. Trust in God that is love. And he's also having me look at where you're asking, make that move and change of job, as well as near the New Jersey ocean. He's saying that's coming for you. Get ready. Let spirit guide you. It's really, really being like adamant about that. Like, yeah, it's coming. Let spirit guide you. You're welcome, Jenna, honey. Let me know if I can do anything to help you, hon. Auntie's here. Erlinda, good evening, Erlinda. Christine, I'm selling my home this year. Part of the plan. Wait a minute. Is selling my home this year part of the plan, or do I need to stay put? Jesus is going, what do you want to do? He's saying there's things to be done to get the selling of the home done. And he's saying really he's saying you could go either way. It's kind of like, what do you want? I don't necessarily feel a move this year. Really, maybe later in the year, but I don't feel it right now. And he's just saying, what do you want? What do you want, Christine? What do you want? You need to decide that before you make any moves, is what he's saying. Yes, I know, Stacy, wasn't that cool? Cool. Erlinda, any messages that we need to receive about water issues in our home? Ooh. Yeah, water. Yeah, Jesus is saying water travels all over the place. A lot of times where you think the problem isn't where it's at. And he's saying he wants you to take a look at where you are leaking out into the world, where your heart and soul is leaking out into the world. He's saying that it's very metaphoric for you. And you can even go, if you go and like do like feng shui or something about water leaks in the house, you can get some information, but he really wants you to pay attention to, it's like, where are you leaking out into the world? And stop that. Hi, Lori. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Apparently it's you leaking, not just your house. Also, yeah, I feel like you're going to get it solved, though. That's coming back into like more of a psychic situation with that. I feel like you're going to get it solved, but Jesus is giving you the bigger picture where it's where are you leaking out into the world? And he's saying, I'll give you a suggestion. He's saying you're not taking care of yourself like you should be. And he's saying it's almost like your belly. He's showing you just leak your energy out all over the place, because you're very compassionate and loving. And he's saying, but you need to kind of keep some for you. All right. So I hope that helps, honey. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. I can barely talk. For those of you that are just joining us, I've been in prayer and meditation for days. And so I feel almost a little bit like I'm drunk. It's kind of weird. Yeah, Christine, just really, really give yourself permission to sit in meditation and listen to God. Listen to yourself. This is one of the things, matter of fact, Jesus is pulling in really quickly. He said the disease of humanity right now is you're not listening to yourself / guides / spirit / higher self / whatever word you want to put in there. He's saying nobody listens. Everybody is to and fro, going, TV, phone, FaceTime. He's laughing. He's going, FaceTime. Beyond the kids and the husband and the cooking and the cleaning and the everything. He's saying nobody's listening. He says, if you want to know what you need to do, listen. And he goes like this. He goes, I can't say it enough. I know sometimes they get like, Wah! So Jules. Okay. Ooh. Okay, Jules. I pulled, a goddess card for you, because that's what Mother Mary told me she wanted to have. Is I have the Doreen Virtue's goddess cards, which I thought was kind of weird. But she's like, no, these messages are from her, but they're also connecting you with the goddess that is this is associated with. So this is kind of opening up that goddess energy as well. Because part of what is going on, and I'm sure most of you understand this, is that we have the fall of the patriarchy and we have the return of the matriarchy. So, the divine masculine has decided the human masculine's had enough time here on earth. And the feminine is rising again. And we all know it. We all see it. It's part of the burning of Notre Dame. It's burning transmutation by fire of all of that deep, dark, holy crap. And what a lot of people don't know is Notre Dame is built on a site, an old Roman site, that it's believed that Mary Magdalene actually taught on that site before. And when I was watching it, it's almost like it's releasing all that darkness so the divine feminine can be released from the foundations of that church again. How cool is that? So, and I didn't even know that at the time that Mary Magdalene had actually taught there, right there. They have found, I guess they've found scrolls and writings. But your card, Freya, bold, unleash your adventurous side, take risks, and be daring, Jules. And when I read this to you, it feels so right on. It's like you've taken steps in your life to free yourself, to unburden yourself is the word that Mother Mary. And she's saying, now be bold and go out there and be you. She's saying, you're magnificent. Go be you. So cool. So cool. So Christine Pearson, any message on my mom's health? And Jesus is talking about your mom's health. He's saying, I'm getting the word stabilized. It's stable. It's stabilized. It's stabilized now. And then also I'm hearing water. I don't know if she needs to be in water, drink more water, but he's talking about water, kind of like all the above, in and around her. So not sure with that. Husband's job situation. Angels are coming. Interesting. Oh, this is interesting. This is a card about husband's job. Whoops. It's Jophiel, and it's the card of wonder, and it's actually the Last Supper. I don't think this is about your husband's job situation. I think this is about his spiritual connection. There's something about Easter and the wonder of Easter and the miracles of Easter for him. So I can only give you what I get, and so I'm going to give you that. But I feel like it's also related to the job situation. So here's one of those situations where I don't know what it means, and it's not for me, so I don't need to figure it out. I'm going to leave that with you. Yikes. I know. Well, Holly, what do Jesus and the Marys, oops, wait a minute, come back, have to say about the demonic activity in this building? It is time for you to send them out, Wahali. That you have accepted them in that space is unacceptable, and it's time for you to stand up and demand that they leave. That's their message. That is their message. Also, we ask entire and complete protection on all here who are listening to that. Any portals that are created by the reading of that are now filled with divine white light. Also, Wahali, really important that you learn how to do that kind of work too. And nature helps. Yeah, nature totally helps. Yeah, Freya's awesome. You know what, Jules? I'm going to tell you, when I was living with that crazy lady who was trying to hurt me, the goddess Freya came to me, and she's one of the ones that helped me find my magic so that I could fight back magically with these people so I could get myself out of that house. So Freya's powerful. So cool that she came to you. Awesome. Look, we got all these people. Yeah. Very cool. So Lorinda, we got Gail. Oh my gosh, it's almost 8 o'clock already. Awesome. Yeah, well, Holly, it's important that you do it now. They're bleeding your energy. I can tell you whatever's going on, it's feeding on your energy somewhat. And so you know how to do it. You need to stand up and be the sorceress / master that you are in this. Lorinda Howard. Nope, ask a question. Ooh. Because I am getting down to the end here. Oh, Lorinda. Victory. Archangel Haniel. Victory. That's what needs to be known. So very cool. Very, very cool. I do want... Oh, Ariel. Yeah, Freya. I didn't even know who Freya was. I had Freya, Odin, and Thor come through to me one night in a meditation. I was like, what the heck? I'm not Viking. I'm not related to any of that. Later found out I'm like a quarter Scottish, which is Viking, which makes sense now. But yeah, she's an ass kicker. You know, Freya's up there with like Kali and Pele. And I work with Pele all the time. But Pele is a little bit softer. Freya comes in and she's like, bam! I was like, okay. So she was like, oh my God. I couldn't even tell you some of the stuff that was going on. It was really cool. Odin, yeah. I actually had these two in that house that I had this huge pool, and I had two of those giant blow up orcas, and the name of the orcas were Odin and Thor. And it was funny because they were always in the pool and they were my protectors. I had two big giant sharks protecting me, and she thought she was such a magical, know everything, and she employed other witches to hurt me. And I'll tell you what, I had a lot of protection, and Odin was one of them too, Freya too, and Archangel Uriel and Pele and Kali, and woohoo, it was crazy. It was crazy. It's interesting. We get everything we need, even in the times of trouble, if we'll just stop and pay attention. And that's what I really had to do when I was in those situations. Because not only was I living in a home that was haunted with a person who was crazy and trying to hurt me, I was working in a place, and a lot of you people know, the Chakra Shack down in Laguna, that used to be a mortuary, and there was all kinds of crap going on there. So I was just inundated at the time, and I asked for help, and I'll tell you what, they came in like Archangel Michael showed me like armies of beings coming to show me, and I would sit out in the back patio, and I would have my Native American ancestors would be on horses with their butts towards me, but surrounding the whole house. And just, and warriors at the corners, and it was intense. And I didn't do any of that. I just said, help me. And it was just everywhere. And protecting Groucho too. So it was pretty cool. You guys ask for help and they'll be there, and trust what you get. That's a big part of these messages that you're getting from everybody, from Jesus, from Mother Mary, from Mary Magdalene. Archangel Michael is saying, from me. Beloved Metatron is here as well. Archangel Uriel is stepping in. Archangel Raphael is stepping in. And actually, I'm going to invite you guys to just kind of take a minute and just kind of open your hearts up and just kind of open yourselves up. I do that a lot of times by holding my hands kind of open. You can't, like this, you can't really see what I'm doing. And just kind of open yourself up and receive some of this energy that's coming in for you. And I just call for that pure divine energy of Jesus, the Christed Masters, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, sacred and holy beings, beloved Archangel Metatron, Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael. Holy ones, be with us. And beloveds, I ask that you bless everybody who's listening to this, whether in real time or afterwards. And I invite all of you just to feel that inpouring of golden white energy. And we just bring it in, and there is an angel who's a seraphim, and her name is Seraphina, who wants to channel through angelic language right now. So just go ahead, if you even can for a second, is close your eyes and just receive. Antu seo kianti apyak yamba osakambo begekiandi. Tado sara tekiri dio sapatianti asiakiam. Tado sekiri dirasa. You are so sacred and so holy, beloved ones. Tado sekiombi obiakikimbiakao. We wish for you to see us as we see you, light of God. Ado sekiri, you're each a light of God. This is what Jesus meant when he said, I am that I am. I am that light. I am the love. I am what God is, and so are each of you. You are nothing less than a sacred and holy being. The only thing that holds you down, and you hear this all the time, is the mind. Master your mind. Give yourself permission to master your mind. When you master your mind, it's so much easier to master emotions. When you master your mind and emotions, you've stepped that much closer to the pure divine spirit that is you. Sacred and holy ones, take this time, this holy week, this time of the great processions of light, to allow yourself to be clothed in white robes and step into your place as a master. No more struggle, no more fear, no more being stuck. It is not who you are, but you must learn to sit quiet, to listen, to be in that space, and to commune with your Lord God, love, whoever that is for you. Allow yourself to be seen by the heavenly realms. Don't hide anymore. Allow yourself to be forgiven for your mistakes. Allow yourself to be loved. Allow yourself to be holy. Allow yourself to be everything that you wish to be. Allow yourself to be free. No one is holding you back. Nothing is keeping you down. Freedom is your name. Freedom is your goal. And in that, all of your prayers are answered. Give yourself permission, beloved ones. Give yourself permission to be all that you are. And start in your heart. Start with love. You're so loved, so blessed. And we will say this until the end of time, until our union is made whole. You are just like us. Archangel Michael says he wants to add that they look up to you. You are the mighty heroes that come to this plane of existence that is so hard. And yes, you stumble and fall. Yes, you forget who you are. But you do it. And you come back and you win and you're victorious over and over and over and over again. We honor you. We love you. We bow to you. Hear our words and understand what we're saying. And know that you are sacred and holy. Know that you are powerful. And know that the heaven bows to you, sweet ones. Now stand up. No more whimpering. No more whining. No more, ah. Get up and stand strong. We love you so much. We love you with all of our hearts and souls. And we love you with all of your hearts and souls, because we're all one. There is no difference between us and you. There is no difference between those that you hold as master and who you are. There's no difference. We're all one. See our faces in everyone you see. See Jesus's face in your father, your brother, your co-workers, and your friends. See Mother Mary's face in your mother, in your friends, in your co-workers, in your enemies. See the faces of the Blessed Masters in those around you, and you will come to understand that you are that. And they're saying, we're going to leave you with that, with this Sacred and Holy Week. They're asking you all if you would pray on Easter, if over your Easter dinner, if you would just say a prayer and just call in the Christed Masters, simple like that, into your life. And if you haven't been doing it already, make sure you do it on Easter. There's very powerful energy with this Easter. And they're saying, let your life be blessed. It's as simple as that. Let your life be blessed. Let yourself be blessed. Sacred and holy, sacred and holy, sacred and holy. Amen. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. I hope you guys all have a beautiful Easter. And let's pray. Let's do it. Thank you guys for coming.